Alright people, I'm out at another field. I'm gonna give her another try. This one hadn't had nobody in it that I know of. Oh, Dana got some damage. But the gentleman just stopped and asked me, he just lives just right there beside the field. See me step up in it, he said, "You having any luck?" And I said, "Just got here." And he told me, and I'm only about less than a mile from that field yesterday, that I could only wish would get rained on, and this appeared to have a whole lot more water on it today than what it had yesterday. And I said, "How much rain did you get yesterday afternoon?" And he said, "I poured out 2 inches. So that field over yonder, I'm debating on whether to go back or not, because the potential of finding some awesome stuff over there is I feel like much greater than it is right here, although this is producing pretty good points in years gone by. But don't know what to do. I may hang out here. I'll make my mind up. But for now, this is what we're looking for. Appreciate you watching. Alright people, I've only been out here about 15 minutes, maybe at the most. This is stuck right down in the dirt. Might not be nothing, but it sure does appear to be. Yeah. What do you think? Maybe a little on the thick side, but I'll take it. You can't tell nothing about the color of it. It's kind of brown color anyway, and this kind of clay mud out here has kind of made it to where I can't even see it. But I'll get it cleaned up, get back with you. Alright people, check this out right here. I hadn't got down in there yet, but I'm going to let you see it just like I'm seeing it. From here, that thing looks to be about 3 to 4 inches long, and I hope all that thing's there. I have no clue. Looks like it's got a little damage right there on the tip. Let me zoom out where you can see it. The bottom feels kind of broken too. Well, pretty good sized piece. I believe it's just a knife. That base right there is fractured, yep. Well, anyway, I'm glad to find that. That's sizey for out here. About 3 inches probably. I'll try to get something in a hole. Folks, you heard me on the beginning of this video say that I was debating on going to the other place. But if this thing's whole, I am going to be so grateful that I stayed. Can you see that? You're seeing what I can see of it too. Man, if you ever crossed your fingers for anybody, and I know it's going to be too late when you watch this, but it's worth a try, because look at that thing right there. Oh man, golly. Oh, I'm just going to pull that. I can't stand the suspense. Oh man. Now that makes up for yesterday for sure. I mean, I was downhearted all night last night, and people commented to me and tried to get me to look on the bright side of it. And I know, being 45, I ought not to be the way that I am. But listen, some people don't get to go as much as others do. And I'm like Brooksy, I appreciate everything that I find. I've hunted for a long time, and there was a space of time that I didn't get to go for various reasons that I'll not get into. Lord knows all about them. You look at that. I ain't even took it away from the camera to see what it is, so you see it better than I have. But I'll get to look at it tonight or here in a minute. But just looking at it through the camera, it's either
hurt, but yet I can't tell whether that's ground or not. If that had been ground, we might have said still well, but I tell you what, whatever it is, I'm grateful for it. And I hope you guys get as much thrill out of this as I have today, if I don't find anything else. And I know I'm going on and on, but listen, you've seen the damage stuff I've picked up. You've seen the heartbreakers over the few videos that I've made. And you see that I don't come across a whole lot of stuff like this. But I'll get this on in a while. I appreciate you watching. Here, people. I know it ain't much, but I'll tell you what I was doing. The thing was laying in a spot just like it right there, and I thought as I walked by, you've seen big old bird droppings around here before. So I just kicked it like that right there with my toe. And when I did, it died and fell over there. And I seen it's a piece of flint, and it's a thumb scraper. But anyway, I've regained myself since that last piece, and I want you to know I am grateful, but I'm a long way from being at the point of crying over an artifact, broke or whole. I'm not that soft, although I am a little softer than I used to be. When old Yellow died, I got a little misty-eyed, but that's beside the point. But still, I was on next to the last row, top of the video. I said I was fixing to go to the other field, but you just don't never know. But anyway, just want to let you know that as grateful as I am, didn't want nobody to think I was just a big old baby out here crying over the find of an arrowhead, but it'd be alright. I'm not out to impress you anyway, but it'd been alright if I did, but out of pride, I guess, I just want to let you know I'm not that big a baby. Appreciate you watching. I want to say this, folks. You see the length of this field. All the way back down there, those buildings is where I'm parked at, and most of the activity is on that end of the field. But every once in a while, and once in a blue moon, I'll walk all the way out here to this end, and it's a long way. Probably not as long as a lot of your fields, but especially when you don't find much out here. But time and time and time again, not only here and in other places, for some special person that may be listening, it's worth going all the way sometimes. And that's been proven to me again and again and again. About the time you think that I need to turn around, if you'll go just a little farther. Appreciate you watching. Alright, people, I'm back one more time. Looks like I got a piece down here, a small little piece, but nevertheless, it's an artifact. That's pretty nice. Appreciate you watching. I'll get these cleaned up after a while. I don't know how many minutes of video that I've got on here, but if I have to, I'll put it on 2, because I don't know what I have to do to get any more time. Not that I'm griping about that, but some of you seems like you got a lot of time, and I don't know what you got to do, as long as it don't require any brown nosing. I'll have to do what I have to do. But anyway, I may have put on 2 videos, and if I do, I invite you to look at the cleanup on these. Appreciate you watching. Alright, I'm back home. I'm going to show you these pieces without picking up and handling any of them much. I just want to show you this one right here, though. I mentioned in an earlier video that a lot of the stuff I find appears to have ancient breaks, but you can see that right there. A whole lot of difference in the color of the inside of that as opposed to the outside, so that's fresh break for you that may be new, or you know, everybody found their first one. Everybody's still learning, I hope. But anyway, done pretty good today. Can't complain. Check out this big old piece of hard stone. That thing, I bet it weighs 2 pounds. But you can see it's got a polished spot there, and on this side and the bottom. And that thing fits in the palm of your hand just perfect for grinding with that side, and even if you turn it over this side, so it's got some wild places. I believe it's an artifact, but anyway. Just broken midsections, tips, bases. Pretty nice piece right here. If you like hafted, or if you like scrapers. It's got some awesome colors in it. And of course we found a pinnacle. That's some more broke drill. There's that, I believe they call it a bottleneck. Or I call it just a long base of Dina. I don't much think it'd be a bottleneck Benton, because I don't live close enough to the river to find a Benton, I don't think. Or they're rare anyway. But that's got some awesome material in it though. I believe that's Fort Payne chert when you see that mingle going on in there. And of course it comes in a varieties of colors too. Too bad that was broke. And then they found this little tip right here. I wanted you to see that because it's got a bevel that's really steep. Who knows what that come off of, but it was a beveled piece, whatever it is. So anyway, another little piece. It's broken, crude kind of, but hey, it's fine. This is the first piece I found. And again, the stem to Dana. Crude kind of, but here's the bird bomb you see me put on. A little uniface scraper. And here's another little hafted scraper. And then we found this, you see me get this, and I had a hard time seeing much of it on video because I got it dirty, and it's a light colored point anyway, but pretty sweet knife. You can see how that was used as a knife. Got that curve going on. It's an Adena too, I'm sure. And then I found this little sweet bird point. What would have been really sweet if that little ear had been there, but I'm still glad to have found that thing. It's got a real sharp needle tip on it. Well, maybe not too needle, but it's there anyway. It's not broken off like that ear. I love that flint, that pink looking stuff. And you see me find this, and this is the last find. A small piece, a little thinning strike there at the bottom. Favors a flute, but I know it's not. But. And then, of course, the find of the day, and I have no idea of the material type on that thing. It favors some of that stuff that I've seen y'all guys post from Missouri. I mean, it's just got all kinds of colors in that thing. Yellows and blues and grays, and there's a line, I don't know if you can see it going through there, about right there, that it's outlined in pink. And then of course this side, it's got all kinds of colors going on in it. Look at that tip on that thing. That's just real pointy. I ain't even took the time to look in a book to see what I even think it is, but without looking, I'm gonna say it's a Kirk, because it's not beveled very much, and of course the base is not ground, which is, the Kirk bases for the most part are not ground. If it had been ground, that would probably be more distinguished as a steel whale, but being it's not ground. Process of elimination with what else I found in the field, primarily Adenas and Kirks, you know, on the whole, then I would say it's probably a Kirk corner notch. But anyway, I hadn't even measured it, but I'd say it's at least it's knocking 4 inches. It's a 3.5 anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm glad to find that. And I'll get this stuff on tonight. Appreciate any comments in advance that you may offer. And good luck to all y'all this weekend. Appreciate you watching.